Today's question is, Anthony, people tell me I walk with my toes pointed out. Is that bad? A lot of people do a lot of walking. One, just maybe because they enjoy it. Two, because they want to use it for some sort of exercise, and that's a great thing to do. Walking, I think, is one of the most important kind of foundational movements we all need to have and need to do more frequently. So if you're using walking for exercise, or even just walking for any purpose, you still have to be conscious of how we're walking. There are better ways to walk, or maybe safer, more effective ways to walk in order to improve and affect your whole body. The person who has, say duck feet, their toes point out when they stand or when they walk or whatever they do, is that an issue? And it can be an issue. Think about how many steps an average person takes during the day. It's several thousand. Over the course of a day, several thousand times you're walking with your toes pointed out. That's a lot of reps. Think about going to the gym and doing a poor squat, or like we mentioned last week, really poor burpees. If you do 20, 30, 50, 100 reps in the gym, that's going to start to create bad habits and movement patterns. Now think about if you're taking several thousand poor reps a day, that again is going to lead to really bad movement patterns and movement habits. So you just really got to focus on when we walk, just pay attention. Look down to your toes and where are they pointed. If they're pointed slightly out, not a big deal, but you want them mostly straight. So that way when you're walking, you're getting some ankle range of motion, because if you kick your toes out, most likely you have bad ankle mobility. And so you have to use the toes out in order to get your feet to move properly in order to walk. Straighten those feet out. It may be a little bit difficult, maybe even a little uncomfortable at first, but start to get used to it. Now you have to counteract thousands and thousands of bad reps. You're going to have to do a lot of thousands and thousands of good reps to start working your way back to normal. So pay attention. Whenever you stand, if you're waiting in line for something, look down at your feet. Where are they pointed? Me, myself, if I just look, my right toe tends to point out a little further than my left toe. And I know just when I'm in the gym doing things like squats, my right ankle has less mobility than my left ankle. So that's something that I have to be aware of and address in my workouts and just in my daily life. So do the same thing. Be aware of where your feet are, because it matters, especially over thousands of reps a day. If you want something to do besides just walking in a straight line with your feet straight to correct that, you can do some things in the gym as well. One of the things that's really simple that we have people do is to just sit back, kind of have their hips sitting on their ankles or on their heels, and you have your toes pointed backwards. And then what you can do is you can flex your toes underneath and then just flex them backwards again. Just kind of go back and forth, get a little range of motion, and again your body's providing a little bit of load to help get you more range of motion there. Another level to that too, go from that position where you tuck your toes under, try to rock back and try to stand up in that position. So it's kind of like a deep knee bend and something like that. You can go back down and do the same thing. But start to work on a little range of motion in those ankles, not just when you walk, but when you stand. Maybe if you're trying to crouch down and grab something out of your bottom cupboard of your kitchen or something, just pay attention of where your feet are and try to use a couple of those little drills in the gym as well to improve that range of motion so you can walk more effectively, because that's going to have a lot of negative repercussions all the way up your kinetic chain from your ankles to your knees to your hips if you keep walking like that. So straighten them out, pay attention, move better, train smarter. We'll see you next time.